I'm here with Ricardo. I always forget your last name. Ricardo Duran. Ricardo is
like
with
Duran.
Yeah, exactly, like the group or like the boxer. If you're old, if only old guys remember that.
I get kicked, but I never kick.
Okay, you're with Outsourcing SAS. I know it's an outsourcing company, a customer experience company. You guys do more than that. You're based in Bogota. Been around for a long time. I've known you for a long time. And one of the things is that I know that you guys were here at the 2023 CX Summit in Cartagena, put on by Bpro, and you guys have won some awards this year. I know that you guys have a long history as an award-winning company, but help me understand the I think you got 2 awards this year here at the CX Summit.
Correct. We've got 2 awards. The first one is the Customer Experience Award. Tonight we're going to know if we're going to get the silver, the diamond, or the gold one. But we are nominated, and for sure we'll have one of those 3. Hopefully the gold one. Mm-hmm. And the second one is an award that is only for one person.
Okay.
This award has no categories, has no silver, diamond, or gold. It's only one. And this year we're honored to have our CEO, Mr. John Santa Fe, as the winner for the Best Executive of the Year.
Wow, impressive. That's really cool. Now, you guys as a company, I know that I've had my eye on you for a long time. I've watched the progress. I've watched you guys grow over the years. And one of the things that I noticed is that you guys put a lot of effort into the environment, into not just the customer experience, but people talk about customer experience, but sometimes not enough focus is put on the employee experience, right? But you guys have done some innovative things in that area. Maybe if you could elaborate, I guess people don't like to brag, but now's the time to really talk about your secret sauce and what you do differently. Then you guys are big enough to be stable. You're not one of the global dinosaur companies, but you guys are big enough to be a solid contender, but still, I think, small enough to still have that kind of relationship with the employees, relationship with the personal level relationship with your corporate clients, but maybe help me understand some of the differentiators that set you guys apart, especially if we talk about leadership with this award that you just got, but even more broadly.
Sure. In Colombia, there is a category for companies that are called BIC. Mm-hmm. In Spanish, that means Beneficio Interés Colectivo. In the United States, those are companies that are called B Corp, yes. B Corporation. So the equivalence of B Corp here in Colombia is BIC, and those companies have a differentiator against competitors because these BIC corporations are very much focused on 2 subjects. One is the climate change. Mm-hmm. To be friendly with the climate change, and the second one is those companies that have social projects, social responsibility projects towards the people. So our company is very committed on that. And in Colombia, there are 1,500 or maybe 2,000 companies that are BIC. Mm-hmm. The only BPO in Colombia with that condition is ours, Outsourcing SAS BIC, Outsourcing SAS BIC or BIC.
Okay.
So last year, for instance, all the Chamber of Commerce of Colombia, they started a contest among all the companies, among all the almost 2,000 companies, and they selected the top 10 in the country. And ours was selected among those top 10 companies.
Amazing.
Yeah, and the reason why is what you just mentioned. Our company's differentiator is toward people. We have a company that is employee-centric, completely. We don't talk about CRM. We talk about employee relationship.
Okay.
Management.
Got it.
That's our focus, people. So it's been like that for the past 30 years. For the past, since we found the company, we are focused on people, and that has been our culture, our DNA, and we hopefully will continue to build a company that is like that, completely focused on people.
I'm sure you will continue because you've been at it for a long time. Now, I know you guys are headquartered in Bogota. Tell me a little bit about your operations. Like, are you did the pandemic force you to go to remote work or work from home or anything like that? And if so, or even if not, what's your footprint? Where do you have facilities? And tell me about the different work modalities that you offer.
Okay, right now we are a company with almost 6,000 people.
Okay.
And before COVID, we were in 4 cities: Medellin, Cali, Bogota, and Pereira.
Okay.
When COVID hit, we reduced the cities to only Bogota and Pereira. And the reason why was we found out that I mean, this is not a secret. Some people, not everyone, love to work from home.
Right.
So right now we have 25% of our community is working from home.
Okay.
The other thing that happened once COVID hit is that our company was able to move people to their homes in just 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we had 90% of our community working from home. Right now, that number has been reduced, but we'll continue growing hybrid if you want. We have hybrid, we have people working from home, and we have people that love to go on site, for instance.
Right.
For instance, in a city like Pereira, they like to go to the office, to the site to work because they like to socialize and they are used to that. They are used to go to the site.
You know, one thing I noticed too is that in cities like Pereira, cities like Medellin, the weather is so nice that what happens is when you build the houses, you don't need to insulate them very well. And the good thing about that is you don't need air conditioning or heating. The bad thing about that is it's very easy for street noise to come in. And I remember when I used to run a contact center in Colombia, and people would come to work. This was way before COVID, but the thing was that some people at home, even if they lived in a nice neighborhood, it was just too noisy. You know, a big Volqueta, a big dump truck would come down the street, and you can't hear the guy next to you, let alone somebody in a different country. Or they're on the other side, and it sounds like the building's falling down when it's just a truck passing by with those air brakes or something like that. And so it's good to be able to have that option for people who want to work in on site, or for people who want to work remotely. And I think another thing, with that impact sourcing, with you guys really making impact sourcing part of your DNA, part of the constitution of the company, I think is really tremendous. I knew that you guys were big in impact sourcing. I did not know that it was a big company, so that's really impressive. Now, every BPOs, once you get big enough, you can take on any kind of business. But inevitably, BPOs tend to have a sweet spot or area of specialization or different verticals, if you will, where they're really strong. Where do you guys really stand out? And I'm sure that you have clients in different sectors, but still, what are your kind of showcase sectors where you guys really are able to punch above your weight and win business and compete with the giant blue whales out there that are in 80 countries?
Yeah, well. We're very much specialized in customer service and tech support.
Okay.
Very much inbound. We have 80% of our interactions are inbound. We have right now 15% of our interactions are outbound, and 5% is back office.
Okay.
How do we compete? We compete with, of course, with efficiency. We, as we are a small company compared to the big ones.
Whales, yeah.
Compared to companies that are established here in Colombia, such as Teleperformance, Concentrix, and so forth, we move much quicker.
Okay.
Definitely much quicker, and our overhead is smaller and our costs are smaller. So summing up all of these aspects allow us to be more competitive against these big players. The other difference, well, we're very much boutique. I mean,
right.
Boutique BPO provider compared to them. So we have our niche, the target is very different from Teleperformance target.
Yeah.
We are right now targeting small and medium companies in the U.S., for instance.
Okay.
Small and medium companies. We also are doing that in Spain, and so far looks like we're going to be successful targeting that share of the market that as of now nobody has seen it. For us, that's the blue ocean.
Right.
Yeah, so with efficiency, with the culture we have, the attrition rate we have, one of the lowest attrition rate in this country is ours. Word of mouth is that we're a single digit attrition rate. So the word of mouth is ours is the lowest in the market, and also we have an indicator or a metric that we call it boomerang, the boomerang effect.
Okay.
That boomerang effect means that people leave the company and they come back.
Okay.
And they come back, and that indicator for us right now is 30%.
Wow, that's really impressive.
30% of the people that leave the company come back, and when they come back working happier. They come back working more efficient, and that's good for us. I mean, that says a lot about our company.
It does. It's thrilling. Having known you for a long time and known the company and seen the company grow. It's thrilling to see that you guys continue to do well, and also to see that you also do well by your employees. I know that you every year that I'm here, which is every year, you guys seem to be winning another award or accolade. And I know not just here at Bpro CX Summit, but in other things too. I know that you guys have a reputation as being a great place to work. I know that you treat your employees well. And if there's a company, whether that's in the United States, whether that's in North America, whether it's in Spain, somewhere else in the world, and they want to find out more about your service offering, you guys have a great name, but the challenge of it is that if you put the word in Google, you're going to get, you don't know what you're going to get. So what's the best way to find you guys and to reach out to you?
Well, our website is outsourcing.com.co.
Okay, and that's important, that .co, yeah, right?
.co.
Great.
And this company has the skills and the capacity to provide service to the U.S. Again, we're not competing with the big ones that are with the big names, with the big brands as Uber's, Spotify, and the AT&T, the T-Mobile. No, we're very much focused on those small and medium companies that want to offshore their services with a competitive price and high quality service. That's something that they can find here in Colombia with us. I mean, that's something, and much more in these days when you have high cost in the United States with high inflation and higher wages. It is an opportunity for these companies to come down here to Colombia and have an ally, have a partner that they can provide good services with high quality and competitive pricing.
Oh, I agree. And so hopefully we're able to support you in some small way, and I would encourage companies to reach out to you. I remember when Lyft started with I know who their outsourcer or one of their outsources is, and they started with 5 FTEs. So sometimes those small companies can turn into big companies, and then you guys can not only support them but grow with them, grow the account. But then it's a mutually beneficial thing where you both grow together, and that's sometimes the exciting thing about working with smaller, younger companies.
Yeah, and even though we're a small company compared to the big ones, we work with the big ones.
Right.
I'm talking about our providers. For instance, we work with Microsoft, with the Cisco, with Avaya. We work with the big brand names, big manufacturers. So we are backed up by them. We are very well supported by the big brands in terms of technology. In terms of processes, we are very, very efficient company. After 30 years, you know how to handle any campaign.
Wow.
So processes. And people, which is the third, people, as I said in the beginning, we're very much focused on people. Our DNA and our culture is unique in Colombia. I mean, competition here in Colombia can tell about us because they wonder what we do regarding people. Hey, what do you do regarding people? And I respond to them, you have to be in it. You have to be in it in order to find out what we do with people, and that is something that we're proud of.
Great, Ricardo. Thanks. It's always great to run
Loren,
into you
great
and see you, and keep
Thanks
winning those awards.
me.
Okay, take care.
Thank you.